Hello, my good people of the interwebs. This is your friendly neighborhood Tenkaichi with a bit of a message for you guys. It's a bit of an update as well, so it's a lot that I had to say on this video. Seeing that Easter is coming up in about a day or so, things are gonna be rather busy, and not so much busy, but for the most part. Mind you, I'm getting rid of a fly for this moment. I got a breeze in here too. But first off, I want to say thank you for all the continued support I've been getting for my videos. And for all the games that I've been doing quite recently and the parts and everything. It hasn't been easy, but I managed to make them work somehow. I always do. I've recently gotten a few games from Ryu and Sheena, and suffice to say that I'm going to work on something prior to next week. So, shortly, I'm going to start working on a visual novel that Sheena sent me, and actually I am going to do it. Another thing is that next week, or rather next Saturday, is going to be my birthday, so that means I'm going to turn 36. I'm not scared of my birthday. It's what I'm going to see that will possibly show up in my that will possibly show up on my YouTube feed that Saturday. I'm also concerned about the games that are going to be sent to me in Steam. It's like, yeah, it's the games that I kind of cringe. It's like, oh, you're going to send me this. Kind of worry about that. I really am. I'm like, I just look at it as like, okay, I show up I just show up a little later on my birthday, and I just see this person has sent you a gift, and I have this very small glare in my eyes, and I'm just turning my head in disgust and saying, why did you send me this? In the back of my head, I'm hissing that. Why did you send me this? I've been watching too much of Planescape Torment. Apologies. Anyway, okay, that's not an apology. I was meant to do that. I meant to do every bit of it. But yeah. So this is my last week of being 35. Starting next week, I'll be 36. I really don't have any plans for say next week, other than I'm going to GameStop pick up my order of Xenoblade for the 3DS, and possibly getting some Steam cash. I don't know about work, but I'm pretty sure something will happen. I'm pretty sure of it. Something will happen. I'd be surprised if nothing will happen. But anyway. About this picture, one of our audience members, MRE, he sent this picture to us, and it has a very important message, which is the size of your audience doesn't matter. Keep up the good work. I like to think every one of us is that kid that plays a little something and attracts at least one person. If not many people, but it attracts that one person. So to me, I feel like that. I'm playing a game. And despite the odd and very strange hours that I'm doing these parts, because I say odd and strange because I'm playing these games around on my time 2 a.m. to about 4 a.m. if not sooner. And then when I upload them, they be on my end around like 3 or 4 o'clock, this 3 or 4 p.m. I should say, in the afternoon or sooner, depending on what time I show up online. Sometimes it's early, sometimes it's late. But I also took the liberty, and I should share this. I recently kind of felt my controller just stop. You know, last night when I came home rather late because of work and practice, and they were meshed together, and I nearly passed out because I didn't really eat anything. I'm okay though, but that's what happened. I worked a full 10 hours. Half were school related, the other half was practice related. And we're just and practice. This practice is for this coming Easter, and should I show up, I'm just gonna do this thing and just get the hell on out. Because I really just want to get through the day and just like relax. I don't really feel like doing much socializing. I just want to get it over with and relax. I just want to go home, relax, watch some anime, and watch some tokusatsu, and just call it a day. That's all I plan to do. So yeah, I taken the liberty of going to GameStop today, ordering myself another Xbox 360 controller. It's pre-owned, so what I might do is I might buy a new one, or rather order a new one, and if it makes sense, get two controllers and just have one as a backup. And that way, should something happen to this one, if it starts working after I've replaced it, um, that way I can still do my Let's Plays and, not worry about my controller stopping up on me. But I think it's the way that I hold it, or its position, that it would just stop working. So I'm not sure what it is. And plus, on top of that, it's about time I got myself a new controller. Because usually around, like, say, 2 or 3 years, controller stops working, so I had to get a new one. So therefore, I am basically just doing that. Let's see, another thing I plan on doing. As most of you know, I only have until, say, June. If I don't have anything done by June, or closely done to, say, finishing by June, I'll just stop. And in July, you won't see any new videos because I will be taking my summer break. And this is one that has been, well, how should I say this? Long overdue. This is long overdue because I've been taking care of my family, and it hasn't been easy trying to take care of the family. And since everything is kind of like balancing itself, this is happening and that is happening, I can really just take it easy now. I can By then, by the time that summer will come in, which will be like June, um, I don't have to worry about anything else because my family, my family life is balancing my work life. My work life will be you know over, or rather being put on hold because of summer. And what that entails is AX. Now the beautiful thing is I already have my I've already pre-registered, so I'm good to go for AX. I don't think I'm just gonna go in. I don't think I'll be cosplaying or anything like that. I mean, if I do, I do. If not, I'm not, because everybody on the forum is talking about, oh, I'm gonna do this. Oh, this is my first year. What should I do? Blah 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 blah. Um, for that, I say just relax, man. Just have a good time. That's all I'm gonna do. I'm going to relax. I'm gonna let my hair down. I'm going to have the best fun I ever had for like 3 whole days. I say 3 whole days because after you go into day 0, you get your badge. Then the other 3 days, you just go in, you have fun, you enjoy yourself. Sunday, I'm not going up there because they shut down. So that just makes sense. That truly makes sense. That's all I'm going to do. Plus, my brother wants to go see it because we didn't see it last year. So we're going to make this our first sibling outing to actually enjoy ourselves, have a little something to eat before we leave for the evening, and that's it. And then, like I said, I plan to take a 2-week break. A 2-week break just so I can relax. I can personally continue to relax and just exhale. Basically, just for myself, I need to do this. I mean, personally, I have to do this, really. It's not like I need to do this. It's for me, have to do this. And I plan to basically just enjoy myself for, like, say, 2 weeks. Come back. Maybe rest up. I might pre-record some stuff. So yeah, I might start pre-recording some stuff. The first like say the second day I come back, after getting over the jet lag and everything. Around that jet lag, I plan to travel differently this year. I plan to travel by train to my destination. And really, I'm looking forward to taking my break. Because really, I think I've done enough. I feel I've done enough. And my apologies if I haven't been firing out parts of every game that I'm still working on, because it's not that easy. And with this new matter of events happening with my controller, I am going to do like short bursts of I'm going to do a short burst of recording, like play carefully, but at the same time play just as fast as normal. But aside from that, I'm really not going to do much. And like I said, from now to say June, I'm just going to just do what I can. That means whatever I just put on hiatus, I'm going to throw that in the rotation. Whenever I finish, it'll be done and everything else. And by everything else, I do mean everything else. Like, I do plan on finishing Lego Lord of the Rings. I do plan on finishing Ys Origin. Pac-Man and Ghost Adventures, I'm not entirely sure. I might just do that one stage off camera, and then hopefully after I've done that off camera, um, finish it because there's not much left to the game except just that one level and then that final stage. And I'm like, really sitting the final stage, and it's just. Yeah. But other than that, actually, I'm glad I'm doing Super Nintendo games again because honestly, it's like I do modern games too much. I get modern game burnout. Another thing I have been doing during my gaming excursions is I've been playing a lot of DFO, and I do mean whew, I've been doing a lot of DFO. Rather playing DFO. I've been playing DFO with the rest of the fellas, and you know, it's open. I'll explain this. When I first started getting on Steam, that's how I actually started on Steam. I played Dungeon Fighter Online. That's what DFO means, and I figured I would try it for myself. So I downloaded the 360 version, which isn't as good as the online version. But I just tried it for myself just to see how it feel. And I said, well, it seems okay. So I downloaded the I excuse me. I downloaded the game. Even though I was on late for it, I got on it. And as much as I was trying to keep up with everything, I couldn't. So suffice to say, time passed. DFO on Steam went down, and a few years later, which we're coming up to now, I'm playing DFO again, and it's open beta, so therefore, we're kind of beta testing it. Which means the fellows along with myself, we're all beta testing DFO. So I've been spending my evening time on DFO. If not that, payday. So that's another reason why I need to get myself a new controller, because I don't know when it might just stop up on me. Because it stopped on me, like I said, it stopped up on me last night. So, like I said, I'm kind of playing it cautiously just until I get my new controller in. So, that's something that I need to. Excuse me. Oh, excuse me. That's something I need to point out, that when I do my recording, I'm just going to, like, probably for the time being, just do something else and like swap between playing this game and this game and this game. Because as you know, if I put Ys Origin and Dragon Quest IX back in rotation, then you know there's going to be more along the way in the not so far future. Aside from that, I will, of course, be posting some coming soon games that I plan to do before, or rather, after I come back from vacation. Um, so, like I said, I'm pretty much going to just take it easy for this night. I do have a few games that are coming up for May and June. And since May and June are basically it's basically comic book time, so that's basically all I'm just going to do. So I still have, I will most likely finish Bleach and One Piece in both succession. I'm going to add Kamen Rider All Generation 2 to the mix. I also have another game called Usagi Yojimbo Way of the Ronin. And I will take on the most hated game in the annals of Nintendo Entertainment System history. And it's a game that most people say is unbeatable because of how it is. And that game just happens to be Dick Tracy. And if you're a long-time member of my channel, you know that I go by one rule. And I go by various rules, but that one rule that I stand by is if the game does not play fair with the player, you don't need to play fair with the game. So that's what I'm going to do. I am not going to play fair with this game. I'm going to shut the masses up and actually beat Dick Tracy. Because most people say, oh, I can't believe. I mean, this is the NES version of Dick Tracy, not the Genesis version of Dick Tracy. Because the Genesis version of Dick Tracy is rather good. And there's a Game Boy version of Dick Tracy which plays the same way as the NES version of Dick Tracy. So I am going to take on Dick Tracy. And yes, you can just, you know, you know, you can call bullshit if you want to, but it's going to get beaten and fuck off if you don't like it. Simple as that. That's all I have to say. Let me see. Other things. This weekend is my mom's birthday. And her birthday is technically on Easter Sunday. So, like I said, this Sunday I just want to get through the morning and get the hell up out of there as soon as the morning service is done. I'm only going to do this once and only once, and then after that, you know, it's like no, I'm gonna go. I got other plans. I need to go. Simply put, I need to go. But recently I've been watching a series in which most know in English as Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. I've been watching Kyoyu Sentai Zyuranger. And I have to say so far I'm on disc 4 out of 10. I might be wrong. No, I'm on disc 3 out of 10. And that's another thing I'm going to do. In the meantime, well, I may put like a few Let's Plays on short break. I'm pretty much going to finish some old series that I really do have in mind finishing, as far as old shows and movies are concerned. I'm gonna finish watching them. Like, I know I got Magic Knight Rare 2 to finish. That's the second season. I have Jason the Wheel Warriors to finish. I have the 2003 version of Astro Boy. That's 2003. If you don't know. I have the Slayers to finish. Sorcerer Hunters to finish. I got a whole bunch of series that I really do need to finish, online and offline. I already finished like White Owl Sesman, so I might have a review of that pretty soon for the masses, just because it's one of those kind of series that, yeah, it's one of those series that just make you say, what the it's a 10 minute. It's a 10-minute series, so you can basically just watch them in just like full succession, kind of like with Cheese New Home or something. I think it's Cheese New Home, or yeah, Cheese New Home. And if you don't know that anime, it's about a little cat that basically just so curious about his new home. That's all it is. It's cute anime. Then it's not that long. They're like in like short little 6 minute or a 3 or 6 minute bursts, and that's it. But there's a lot of series that I really need to cover that I probably will make reviews for. Now I got the time to do it. Aside from that, what I plan to do, and what I really do plan on doing, is I'm actually going to use this time to clean my room, because I really hadn't cleaned my room since they did the remodeling, because I've been so busy. So I am going to take the chance to actually clean my room, catch up with my novel work, and everything in between. That's what I'm going to be doing mainly. So it's a lot that is going on. So there are a few games I'm going to finish off, and more I'm going to start. But I'm going to start my pre-recording of a game that I recently got from Sheena, and I'll have it up by, say, next weekend. And if you're wondering about Monsters Ate My Birthday Cake, I will still be doing Monsters Ate My Birthday Cake. I will still be doing all the games that I'm still doing now. It's going to take a little bit more time. It's going to slow down a bit. Most of the games that I still have in rotation that isn't really, say, not mentioned, they're still going to be finished, or probably I might start it over because reasons. Like, I know Lunar is in rotation to be start over, so it's going to be a second. It's going to be a second playthrough. So Lunar is not discontinued. Lunar, the remake is put on hold, or rather, Silver Star Story. Silver Star Story is put on hold because I'm actually going to do a second playthrough. And really, this is the second time that I actually did a second playthrough of a game. So basically, well, actually, I take that back. This is the third game that I have put in as a second playthrough, because the first one was Final Fantasy 3 for the NES, not 6, 3. The second one is Chronicles of Dark Lord, which I will eventually beat that. And that too happened with, a second playthrough, because my first computer just killed itself. Blue screen. So I'm just basically just fixing everything else. Everything I need to do, I swear I just need to sit down and play these damn games. It's not easy when you try to play this game, and you have every other faction working towards you. It's like, oh, we're gonna play this game multiplayer. Yeah, I'll see you on tomorrow night or next night or whatever. I'll see you guys next week. No, it's just so much I got going on right now. It's just crazy. So I'm finally getting the time to sit down and tell you that changes. That's all I'm gonna say. I know I had a March update that happened not too long ago, and this is an April update. And I'm glad I'm getting it out now because I don't want to. I really, and I truly mean it. I really don't want to just say, "Oh well." I don't want to leave anybody in the dark about what I'm doing. Plus, like I said, I'm kind of taking a breather out of everything I'm doing because I've been busy with, Easter stuff, and I really just want to get through Easter so I don't have to be bugged by anything else other than, doing what I usually do. And that's me being a Japanese teacher, a judge, an author, a provider for my family, and yes, if I'm sighing, you can tell it's really been tiring on me. And all around trying to be a Let's Player and an all around good guy. Things haven't been easy, I can tell you that right now. But at least what I'm doing, it's for a good purpose. So there's that. Excuse me. But anyway, that is a lot. And my apologies if this video is rather long, but it is a lot. I do mean a lot I have to basically just do. So, yeah, I'm really not going to be having anything new for you this weekend. I mean, this is probably the only video you're going to actually get for this entire weekend. Anything else, well, you're just going to have to wait till next week or the week after, because I'm not going to have anything new until then. So I'll probably, hopefully, after Saturday and after Sunday, I can just start doing a mass burst of pre-recording, get some parts out, and by the way, thanks for the support again. I had to say right now for MRE, thanks, man. I really do appreciate you telling me that my voice isn't that bad for Dynasty Wars. Thank you for telling me that. Speaking of which, I will have Dynasty Wars finished. Dynasty Wars 8 Extreme Legends finished by this weekend, but it won't be done. But you won't see it until like possibly next week. I mean, if I start now and just get it going, that'd be something. That'd be progress right there. But in any case, I truly thank you for listening and taking the time out to listen. And thank you for the continued support of my channel. Whether you like it or not, I'm still the Tenkaichi of gaming, PI7, Ichigo Moscow. And my final words are, if you don't like what you see, get the hell on out. Otherwise, enjoy your stay. And keep your egos out the door. Else you will be shot on sight by a Wanzer. But in any case, I'm only kidding. I'm only kidding. I'll see you next week, or next week. I'll see you this week or next week, or however you feel you're going to see me or hear from me. I thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time with more videos. So enjoy the coming attractions, And with that, Tenkai Muso. Happy Easter, have a blessed and wonderful weekend, and I'll see you next time. The Tenkaichi has spoken, and I am out.